of the country.
Yes, it was quite a ride that Ralph the Robot was on. Fame, girls, and 10W40. It seemed as if the good times would never end. Then, the end came quickly, like a female lion pouncing on a wounded gazelle, unaware of the tragedy about to befall. The fall of Ralph the Robot began in the early 1990s. As popular as the show was, evil forces powered by jealousy, greed, and a desire to show canned travelogues doomed the show to the dustbin of the history of Channel 6. Cast members were shocked and surprised when the news was delivered.
I think I didn't have a lot of feeling other than it's a shame. It's one of the few children's shows that we have. They're always learning something. They're at the library, or doing a craft, or learning something educational, or mixing in with other children. And I really felt bad. I really, really felt bad. It was a good experience for children, and then we had children on the show, and I thought that brought the community into it. And some of them were just darling. They liked the idea of being on the show.
You know, I think it was sad for everyone, but it was a little bittersweet because Ralph knew that he could go on and explore other options. Well, it was kind of sad for me. I got to be honest. And I disagreed with that decision. And Ralph never said much, well, except at his going away party. He was so nice, and he thanked everybody and promised he'd keep in touch, and you know, and he always still emails me. So it was nice.
But the cancellation of the show also exacted a personal toll.
It was very tough to watch him. He kind of went into a real quick downward spiral. He got real depressed, and he was always sitting at home, drinking a lot. He would buy oil by the case, and it wasn't the good stuff. It was the synthetic stuff. I mean, it was just, you know, he moped around a lot, and I got to really enjoy the attention, and he didn't want to go out in public anymore, and I just really started to not want to be around him. He was always yelling at me, go get this, go get that, I want to be famous again. Ugh, very difficult to deal with.
So what happened in the relationship?
Well, it got to a point where I just couldn't handle the drinking anymore. I mean, he was going through a case or two of oil a night, and he got very, very loud and abusive mentally. He never touched me, but I just couldn't handle it anymore, and it was time for us to be over. So I had to tell him, as much of a sweet guy as he was, I just couldn't handle it anymore, and I packed up my stuff and I moved out.
How did he handle the news?
He did not take it very well. From what I understand from our mutual friends, his spiral just went down and down, and I mean, he started buying oil by the gross, not just the case anymore. And I understand he put on about 30 or 40 pounds after I left, which was kind of funny because he was always taking me to restaurants. But he did not handle it very well, and he used to call me all the time, 5, 6 times in an hour. Please come back to me, come back to me. I just couldn't handle it. He was just too depressed for me.
I could not go into the Jewel and get out of the Jewel without several people stopping me, asking me where Ralph was, and why wasn't he on the show. And one little girl that works there, she always comes up and she has a speak like, well, when's Ralph coming back? I said, I hope soon. I hope soon. So yes, it was a constant, really. The parents were real pleased with it. You know, they recognized some of the children and they liked the idea. They knew the show was always good. It was always clean, it was always educational, and it was always entertaining. So, you know, it went over great.
Did you hear from Ralph at all while he was missing in action?
Well, we sort of had a little mental telepathy going there. As long as his motor was good, I could kind of clue into what he was thinking. And he was thinking I'm lonesome. I haven't seen any children. I haven't been over to Channel 6. He felt bad. He felt like he was almost deserted.
Immediately following the cancellation of the show, it is unclear what Ralph did for a while, but he would occasionally contact his friends from sometimes bizarre and strange places.
I know for a while he was traveling the world. For a while there he was sending me postcards from all over. He sent me a postcard for, I think from Russia, I think from South Africa, Brazil, Springfield, Illinois. So he really had a good time traveling around. And then he alluded to something that he was going to do, and he really couldn't go into detail. And so then Ralph and I kind of lost contact, which was sad.
He sent me a postcard from Florida, I think it was. He was on the beach, I think it was Miami. Yeah, it was a picture of him in his arms. Oh, my goodness. Kind of a scary sight. But it said, I wish you were here, and it sort of trailed off at the end with a few teardrops on it. But really, that was all the contact I ever got from him, and I didn't really know where he was. I had a bunch of friends say that he was in hiding, he just didn't want to show his face, but at that point I was too depressed myself to care too much.
You miss Ralph?
Oh, all the time. He was the sweetest thing. He always treated me so good until he lost the show and then he started yelling, but he was just the best guy to be around.
You know, sometimes he'd see a funny joke on the internet and he'd email it to me and say, I was thinking of you, and it was always a really bad joke. He was known for those bad puns.
But was Ralph the Robot really traveling the world, sending back pictures taken by some unknown, unseen photographer? Or had he returned to his own planet, consumed by failure over the cancellation of his show? Was he just standing in front of a green screen, with pictures being electronically inserted behind him? Or was he just stuck in a basement somewhere, gathering dust like the proverbial old discarded toy that no one wanted? And what about that stupid smile?